Welcome to my whole life. Adam is actually also now discovering what it's like for me to try to make videos amidst all this chaos.
Previously on
Ann of all trades.
So Annie's out of town for 5 days, and we decided that it'd be a fun day in the life experiment. I noticed that the cows are out. I feel a little bit of sadness that I missed a lot of this. You make me want to be a better man.
But also, all I ever wanted was for him to want to be part of this stuff.
You're back, you've seen the house, you've seen the farm. How did I do?
How do you think you did?
I think for me, there's a few takeaways from this week. One, the farm chores are a lot to deal with. Not even just like time-wise, but first of all, you have to get up like 6:30 every day because you got to go let the cows out and feed the calves, and then you have to come back here and feed like one of the 6,433 animals. And then you have to milk the goats. Then you go back to work, and then every like few hours or so you have to come down here and feed them. And it's just a lot to, I think, like keep that Tamagotchi alive.
Tamagotchi. What is that? Oh, he's taking his Corvette out for a spin.
Of course.
He literally only drives it like once a month. Also, welcome to my whole life. Adam is actually also now discovering what it's like for me to try to make videos amidst all this chaos because the interruptions are constant from external sources, people stopping by to get things from the farm or talk to me or have a quick conversation over the fence, people just coming and going. We let our neighbors use our property to rent out their van, which is, there's a band picking up the van to go on tour right now, and that's happening in the background. The alpacas are back there, the cats keep coming and going. There's a preschool down the street, so there's a lot of morning and afternoon traffic with that. There's only 8 houses on this road. You wouldn't think it would be such a happy, bustling, busy place. Even trying to get through a video take is a challenge.
It's a major challenge. Okay. Okay, I think the second thing I kind of take away from this is that the interruptions like around here are like so numerous.
So one thing as a business owner that is not super conducive to effective business running is that I've always wanted my life to be completely interruptible. I want my neighbors to be able to call me when they have a problem. That does pose a lot of problems,
yeah.
And you definitely experienced that to the max this time.
Yeah, big time.
The animals...
This is insane. Anything that could happen is happening around this right now.
But that's every time. Every time I hit record, this is what happens. From day to day, it's anything from the neighbors need help fixing their tractor to planting their field to there's an escaped animal that I need to go chase around for 6 hours. And this is a lot of the kinds of things why I end up having to work till 3 or 4 in the morning on a regular basis and then get back up at 5:30. And so there's boundaries that can and should be set in some ways. Some animals aren't worth it. They cause too many interruptions. They're too hard to deal with. They cause too much stress. Some neighbors are never going to reciprocate, but I would always rather be the one who gives more, because I think in the end, I mean, look at our lives. Look at the lives that we get to lead.
Hold on, now the dogs are barking.
Oh, Buster's coming. The neighbor's dog.
I think the third thing that I took away was that social media is like incredibly distracting. I have like a fraction of kind of what you have going on with social media, but for me, like who never posts, all of a sudden posting like 5-10 times a day, I kind of got a little bit of a taste of what you go through, and it is very addicting, and I think that it is very challenging.
One big thing is, I know you have your notifications turned on, so that's a big difference. From day one, I turned my notifications on.
Yeah.
So I won't just open it just to open it. I have really limited the amount that I let it take away from me and put boxes around everything, because it'll eat your life. The animals will eat your life. The neighbors will keep calling and keep asking you to fix their printers or whatever else. So speaking of social media though, I did really like what you were doing on our behind the scenes Patreon group. That was A, hilarious, and B, really, I think a value add for everyone involved. I think for a lot of the people that have been following us on social media, who have wanted to support the school build and, you know, creating more content like this, I really enjoyed what you were doing on that.
What's your biggest takeaway from this whole thing?
My biggest takeaway was that I finally feel some hope for the first time. Like, coming home and having the farm, not the house we're gonna have to burn down and collect the insurance because it's ruined, but the farm was all taken care of amazing. And for you to have called me and told me halfway through the week that you saw how hard I've been working and that you were overwhelmed. I'm also overwhelmed all the time. I try to do an impossible amount of stuff all the time. So of course I asked you to do an impossible amount of stuff while I was gone, but you crushed it. You did so great.
Drama.